Now, going on to the political part of the podcast, you have Ted Cruz calling for the IRS to be abolished, which that would be a good way to get him some political points or maybe some extra votes. Now, he brought this idea back way back in 2018 when he's actually campaigning to get elected. And since he's been in office, since it looks like he's proposed this several times. And from a constitutional perspective, I certainly appreciate that initiative. But I debate if there's any real traction behind this because you have so many people in the government who just want to keep the status quo. And a lot of people don't realize before World War II, there was no income tax from a federal level. In fact, when World War II started and the United States started getting involved, the government said, hey, and of course they weren't so casual with their language, they didn't say hey, but they said to the effect, we're at war, money's a little tight. If you feel it's your patriotic duty to contribute a tax of your income or contribute some of your income, we would greatly appreciate it. And of course, that soon translated to, hey, we're going to have the federal income tax, but we promise it's just for the duration of the war. And of course, one of the best quotes when it comes to government policies or taxes in general is, there's nothing more permanent than a temporary tax. Because of course, they never got rid of it. And now, depending on what your income level is, 40% of your paycheck is stolen, taxed by the federal government. And again, you get 10% income tax taken away from the state. You get 10% taken away when you go to a shop, buy something. You have the sales tax. Don't forget you have property tax, you have capital gains tax, gasoline tax, cigarette tax if you choose to smoke, alcohol tax if you choose to partake in alcohol. The taxes simply add up exponentially. So to get rid of some of the federal ones would be quite nice for many people, especially when we have 40-year high inflation, people are struggling paycheck to paycheck. And it'll be interesting to see if he gets a couple more people on boat, or rudimentally speaking, more people to vote with him on this initiative. But in terms, he is, of course, I shouldn't say a color so you don't know, but he is a representative from Texas. And if he could get more people behind this, it might raise his odds of getting reelected. From a political move on the chessboard, it's certainly going to attract many people of the libertarian-minded or maybe more conservative-minded, who, of course, he is a Republican, so maybe he's trying to signal to his base and get increases in those votes as he faces more competition. It'll be interesting to see how that evolves and if this is just a political virtue signal, or if this is a strategic long-term initiative he has. Either way, it does sound from his perspective and the people who follow Ted Cruz, it's a good move on the political chessboard. And we'll see. Maybe it might help him out a little bit. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Don't forget, we're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of July, so I greatly appreciate you clicking that button. Also, don't forget to take the time to comment, like. All the feedback is greatly appreciated to try to make the channel and the show better and better. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.